Today, I wanted to walk through something that I think is super helpful when you're thinking of churches, whether you're thinking of businesses, it doesn't matter, is the guest experience. And in my current context, I'm an advisor for about 150 to 175 small businesses. And my whole job is to help them understand where their gaps are in their not just guest experience, but their whole experience as a whole. Whether you're thinking of marketing, whether you're thinking of when they walk into the business, whether it's a follow-up in the next 6 months, there's always opportunities and there's always gaps. But I want to give you something super practical that you can do with your team, with your employees. It doesn't matter who it is. You can do it with anybody, and I would encourage you to do it yourself before you would do it with anybody else. So there's really 5 layers to this. And really what you're going to be doing is you're going to be walking through what it would feel like to walk through your organization. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to take off your business hat, you're gonna have to take off your pastor hat, and you're gonna have to put on the hat of a first-time guest or maybe a first-time person coming into the city. You gotta think first-time person, first-time guest, first-time employee. It doesn't matter. This can work with any type of person. So the first question you need to ask is, how did they find you? Practically, how did they find you? Whether this might be on social media, this might be a person who goes to your church who invited them, this might be online, this might be a video ad, whatever it is, how did they find you? And you need to be able to answer that. And if you can't answer that, if you're not on social media, if you don't have a website, if you don't have people come to your church, obviously there's no such thing as that. You have to have something there. You have to have an answer. But how did they find you? And if you can't think of lists more than probably 2 to 3, you need to start creating new ideas of how people can find you. Maybe you need to start a blog. Maybe you need to start networking more. It doesn't matter. They need to be able to find you someplace. Number 2, what made them walk in and feel seen? So if you are at Chick-fil-A, you're going to find them on social media or on Google Maps. You're going to drive there, you're going to walk in, and you're going to get some of the best experience, best service that you could probably ever see. And that's through design, not default. You're going to get a great experience and you're going to feel seen. Just like a church, you need to make sure that your team is designed to create an experience that will help them feel seen. This is so helpful to understand. So how do they find you? So they found you. They truly, out of all the places in your city, they found your business or your church or your organization or your coffee shop. It doesn't matter. Now they're in your coffee shop. They drove to it. They walk in. What experience are they seeing, feeling, tasting? The 5 senses that probably can help you decipher. Number 3, what experience do they get when they leave? I think this is something that we all miss, is when they leave, when they're walking out the door, are they just getting forgotten? Are they getting attacked by 50 people on one specific thing? It doesn't matter, but as the leader, as the entrepreneur, the startup company, it doesn't matter. You need to help your team define what the call to action is. And in the marketing world, I think just a lot of people don't make the ask, and therefore there is no call to action. There needs to be what I would call just a next step, something practically that they can do. A coffee shop, let's walk through step 1 through 3 as of right now to help you out. They found them on social media, your page was popping, it looked great. They went on Google Maps, they found you, your listing is correct, your reviews are awesome, they drive, the experience is great, your barista had a conversation with them, they were smiling, they were engaging, they got their coffee, they sat down, maybe read a book for a little bit, and they walked out, and your barista didn't say anything, or even on the back of the door, there wasn't anything there. You didn't get their phone number or email to be able to follow up and send them a nice campaign. You didn't even ask them for their social media to follow them and to be able to share their posts that they tagged you on Instagram. And those are gaps that you missed, that you could be able to help them get a call to action. Hey, see you next time. Thank you so much for stopping in. If you're a church, hey, keep coming back. Or, hey, we have a class after this, or even better, your team is designed to be able to get their phone number, go to coffee, hang out with them. And step 4, I think, is really awesome. And this is something that I help all of our businesses do is within 24 to 48 hours, there should be a text or email going out to them to follow up. So number 4 is follow up. How am I following up with them? And this is where your churn rate happens. People won't come back. People won't go to your coffee shop. People won't go to your church. People XYZ. They won't come back because there wasn't a follow up. Like I said, they felt seen maybe, but they didn't feel needed. People want to feel known and needed. And if they're known, great, they feel valued. But what keeps them coming back is feeling needed. There's a necessity for you to be here. Our organization will not grow, will not flourish without you being a part. That is exactly what people want to feel. And we actually, as human beings, were designed to feel is needed. And the 5th and final step, I would call a referral-based step. So not only did you follow up with them, but they actually thought your product or service or personality or team or whatever it was so great, they're actually going to bring their friends next time. And not just like a Facebook post, but they're actually bringing somebody to that coffee shop with them. Hey, you have to experience this. Or when they're checking out a person that you might not have ever met before, said, hey, my friend sent me here. They said that I would never find something better than this. This is the best coffee in the city, or this was the best church that in our neighborhood, whatever it is. This is the true referral-based system that I think a lot of people miss because they didn't have a proper mission at the beginning to help their team define a call to action all the way through, losing them in churn because you didn't send them a text, email, you didn't post on social media after they wanted to follow you and look, and now they're looking to refer their friends to you. So 1 through 5, I feel like these are 5 steps that will practically help you create an experience for people to not only flourish individually, your company to flourish, but also for growth. Thank you so much for watching. I hope these 5 steps help you. They help thousands and thousands of people right now across the world, and I just get to be a part. So thank you so much.